Alright, what is up everybody? It has been a little bit since I've made a video. We are going to be in Raid Shadow Legends today. I wanted to just highlight something that just happened today and kind of talk a little bit about it. Um, yeah, we're going to be talking about Iron Twins. So, Iron Twins, I just cleared stage 15 for the first time like 5 minutes ago. And I wanted to just put out a video because this boss, this dungeon has just been an absolute nightmare for me for the longest time. And like, just to give you kind of like where I'm at with the other dungeons, like basically clearing up into hard mode on all the other dungeons. With like Dragon, I got all the way through hard mode, stage 10. Fire Knight, again, into hard mode. Ice Golem, same thing, we're into hard mode. Sand Devil, I'm all the way at 25. The only other one that I haven't really maxed out is this, the Shogun one. Still need to work on that one quite a bit. But a lot of I've made it pretty far in most of these. And obviously all these ones like were maxed. This one though, I was stuck on 13 up until today. Like I just couldn't get past 13. And I basically just leveled one champion. And that one champion made the difference between me being able to do this and not do this. So we'll go over the team really quickly. And actually, before I even go over the team, like I'll show you my roster. And I know a lot of you might be watching this and just be like, well, duh, yeah, no wonder you can, get through it with all the champions that you have. Because I do have a pretty decent roster. I have a lot of voids, a lot of void epics, and some really good legendaries. So yeah, I mean, depending on your champion roster, you might not be able to do what I'm doing. But this champion is the one I want to highlight, actually. This little dude here is what made the difference between me being able to beat this and not beat this. And it has everything to do with his A1. So basically, he attacks an enemy and then he places an extra hit if the attack is critical, and that extra hit places a 30% decrease speed. So this basically just guarantees me that I keep decreased speed on the boss at all times, as long as this guy has 100% crit and has enough accuracy. You do need accuracy, but if you have enough accuracy and enough crit, then he will place decreased speed basically every single time he autos. So what you do is you just disable the A2 and the A3. I threw a relic on him that gave him a little bit more accuracy, but other than that, like, you don't really need that. I don't have masteries on him. I did 6-star him just so that I could use banners and stuff, but he's only level 34. I'll show you his stats real quick. He's honestly not that fast. He's at 218. His defense is abysmal. Basically, he's super, super squishy and dies quite frequently, which is why I need to have someone to revive him. He has pretty high accuracy. So basically, all I was going for is like crit rate 100%, has to have 100% crit rate, has to have decent accuracy, and then whatever else I put at the speed, because you need him to go fast. You need to be able to take turns, which honestly the speed is still terrible. And the only reason I'm able to actually make this work is because of an ally attacker. Now, I don't know if you guys obviously don't have to go with, an ally attacker that's this good, but that's what I'm using to kind of get that first attack in. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the team we got here. All right, I guess we're buying keys. It is Sunday, so it's a good day to buy keys because you get double points for void. But this is basically the team I have set up. And if you notice, like, I have no real damage dealer. Like, I have basically a full team of supports, and there are no like HP burns, no max HP damage. Like, this is a pretty like kind of slow run, but because of Godseeker, really, we're able to kind of make it work. So the way this kind of works is we have a revive on death for 2 turns that he places. We have her passive that revives someone instantly, and then she also has another revive. And then we have the increased defense and shields from Wixwell, and we have a strengthen and an increased speed from Donatello. We also have some cooldown resets from Donatello as well. You know, so all of this combined just means that we can keep our buffs. We also have the buff duration increase from Wixwell and the buff duration increase from Godseeker. So there are some things in this team that like you might not have. But like I said, even with all of these, I wasn't able to do it. Out of all my entire roster, like I have a lot of good champions, and I tried every single combination of champions you could possibly think of. You know, I have Seer, I have Cold Heart, I have a bunch of other like really good damage dealers. I got the Packmaster and the dog. Like I have a bunch of HP burners. Like I have a lot of different champions that do a lot of things, and I could not get past age 13. Nothing I did until I got this guy here. So I'll go ahead and I'll go through the team actually real quick and show you what how I have them set up. But essentially what I have is I have my ally attacker going first. So he opens with this, and he is one of the fastest team members. The only one that goes before him is Donnie, and I have Donnie basically just opening with a regular attack, so he doesn't boost the Iron Twins turn meter. So I don't want him doing any buffs or anything, and I don't want him resetting cooldowns because obviously no one's yet do anything. So right, he just does his first attack, then Cardinal does his ally attack. During the ally attack is when he places the decreased speed. After that, Wixwell goes, and I have Wixwell placing his increased defense and shield on right away. And then, you know, Godseeker does her thing. She doesn't need anything really. I just don't want her wasting her buff increase, duration increase until after we place the buffs. So I have her auto attacking on the first one. And that's pretty much how the team goes. So now if you want to watch it in action, it is a slow clear. It's definitely not fast because like I said, there's real no damage to it, but it is full auto, and it does seem to be consistent. You know, we're able to get the decreased speed. You see he gets one shot right off the bat, but because of Godseeker's passive, he gets revived right away to get the increased defense and shield. Then we get the strengthen and the continuous heal, and then Cardinal does his block buffs or block debuffs and his revive. And then after that we get the cooldown reset from Donnie plus the increased speed, and then we kind of just start the whole cycle over again. So you can see, like, even just because the other four do have masteries, and I could probably make this a little faster if I just gave that little dude masteries and put him into you know, so that he procs the 10% damage. So I should probably get him into masteries at some point, but I didn't put any masteries on him right now. But yeah, just attacking is pretty much does it. And as long as we kind of keep these buffs on, we basically are able to keep this decreased speed debuff on him the entire time. And this is with Wixwell not even having enough accuracy to land his decreased attack. His decreased attack would help if he could actually land it, but you can see it just keeps getting resisted. So we're taking on like full damage, and yet we're still able to kind of run through this. And yeah, it seems very consistent. And it's full auto, which is awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you can emulate this at all, or like I always said, like I think the most important guy on the team really is the guy placing the decreased speed. If you're looking for someone to fill that decreased speed role, that guy works awesome. Like he will land that decreased speed every single time he attacks. So I guess if you could get him faster and more durable, then, you know, maybe it would be easier. You could probably replace the other four champions with any other supports that you have that kind of bring similar buffs. You know, if you can get these buffs along with that decreased speed, then you're basically, you know, you're all set. You could definitely do like maybe like 3 other support champions that kind of bring some survivability buffs, and then like 1 max HP damager or HP burn, something like that, and probably get this to work. I'll have to play around with it and see if I can get it to work differently. Like I said, I just got this guy to 6 stars, and like I said, he's only at level 34. I built him out as quick as I could, and I ran out of silver, so like the gear on him is not good. Like I showed you, his survivability is terrible, his speed's not great. I was just going for accuracy and crit and then as much speed as I could get. So I will probably play around with his build in the future and see if I can build other teams around him that can, you know, defeat this boss faster, because this is a really slow clear. But it's auto and it's consistent, which is all I really care about, you know. As long as I can put it on auto and I can clear this, then I'm pretty much happy. I can just, you know, set up auto attack and kind of walk away for, you know, an hour or whatever it takes to clear it. But yeah, I was very, very surprised. I built out a couple other champions that have decreased speed debuffs to see, and like none of them really worked. This guy seems to be the most consistent decreased speed guy that I've tried. He like he keeps it on the entire battle. You can see like every single time he attacks, he's placing it on there for two turns. So that's huge, you know. Like if you can do that, that means all your other supports are free to do their buffs as often as they want, without any worries. Like you see there, like he does die quite a bit right now because he's so squishy, but with Godseeker, it's not really a big deal. Doesn't really matter. And with the ally attack, like you can see there, it helps to kind of place that debuff more often and make sure that you're keeping it on there. Especially because I have him pretty slow right now, so like without that ally attack, there would probably be gaps where like he just doesn't attack and doesn't get to place it, and you know, bad things would happen. But yeah, I'm super happy with this. This is something I've been trying to do for quite some time on my account. I'll have to check and see how many days I've been playing, but I think we're going on a little over 100 days on this account, and just now have been able to get this to work. So also I gotta give a shout out to one of my clanmates who actually pointed this champion out to me. I was kind of complaining about this boss because I've tried so many times to actually beat this boss with so many different teams, and I kind of just gave up. And then, you know, I was complaining about it in the Discord, and one of my clanmates was like, yo, you know, you need this guy. And I was like, all right. I looked through my roster. I had him in my vault, just sitting there at like 3 stars. So I was like, all right, you know what? I got nothing to lose. I leveled him up, and wasn't really expecting much, to be honest. I was kind of expecting another failed run, and I tried him on stage 13, which is what I was stuck on, and got through stage 13. I was like, all right. Try him on stage 14, got through stage 14, and then I tried him out on stage 15. I was like, dude, there's no way this is gonna work. And it did. So I was like, I don't know, I was just blown away with how well this guy's decreased speed buff is. You know, it's just really good. And you can see with all of the buffs that we're able to kind of keep on us, and how the decreased speed buff is on him the whole time. It's not taking a lot of turns. You can see that the debuff that he lands on us is not stacking up as much as it normally would. The that crazy attack that he just did there like doesn't hurt nearly as bad as it would, you know, if he was getting multiple turns. And you just kind of slowly whittle away at him, like very slow clear, but like it's consistent, and it's auto. So super happy to finally get this this boss out of the way. And yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you liking and subscribing. I try to put out content whenever I can, but it's not super consistent, so you won't get flooded with notifications, that's for sure. Have a good one, guys.